In Florida, even Rapunzel is now too obscene for high schoolers. Yes, the movie Tangled, which obviously is a retelling of the classic fairy tale Rapunzel. They wanted to show it at a high school, and parents were required to have permission slips signed for their kids to watch this animated Disney film. It was gonna be part of rom-com movie night. Is that even a rom-com? I mean, that, like, when I think rom-com, I think like adult movies. They decided to go more juvenile, and even that doesn't avoid that in Florida now everything is considered so obscene that the parents need to get involved. And by the way, if you're not familiar with Tangled, I'm talking about this Tangled. It's an animated thing about a woman whose hair grows really long, and we can't have the kids seeing that. Now, don't listen to me about this being stupid. One of the parents wrote this: I had to sign a permission slip for my child who could drive himself to see it in a movie theater. It seems like it's just out of control. It's every single activity, and it's burdensome on the staff because they have to chase down permission slips. The club's sponsors are getting frustrated and giving up because it's too much work. And basically, under Florida law right now, any school-sponsored event requires a permission slip, which is like a combination of like a covering your ass thing and a sop to parents that want to be involved in literally every decision because they're worried something gay might slip through. There's a lot of stupid reasons that they've ended up in this position. But like, if this isn't ridiculous enough for you, one child wanted to receive pre-calculus tutoring. They had to have a permission slip for that, because it's literally any event now at this point. The parents have to get involved. And here's a statement from Miami-Dade school board member Steve Gallen, who said that the policy aligns with the state school board. Something feels very off here, and the fact that the school needs to cover themselves against the state feels even worse. But I guess considering how you basically have government by Karen in Florida, everybody's worried about being sued at all times. And so Tangled is now suspect. Kids shouldn't necessarily see Tangled. And that might seem ridiculous to you, but I did a little bit of research and I get what their concern might be with Tangled, because if you bring up the movie poster, it looks like your standard Disney movie, but maybe the House of Mouse is injecting a little bit of wokeness again, because while Rapunzel's doing her little power pose and the horse has a sword, wait, the hero of that shot has a frying pan. What the hell is a man doing with a frying pan, Disney? And then you dig deeper as you do, and you see this shot where he's holding, is that a purse? Woke ass Disney trying to corrupt Florida youth. Anyway, Sharon, this is as much stupid as I can take. What do you think?
Well, it's very concerning. The MERS, okay, the frying pan. For those Karens who don't want that in their child's orbit, there's a very easy way to solve this. And the school district has made it complicated. I understand they're under the gun. This is Florida and everything has gotten real dippy down there. But listen, we didn't even have to sign a permission slip. I'm in Georgia. We didn't have to sign a permission slip for sex ed. Instead, the email goes home and you opt out, Karen. If you're not interested in this lesson, opt out. We don't collect all of these permission slips. Life goes on and you can decide to put blinders on if you choose to. But we don't need to kill trees and we don't need to, where's my pen? Okay. No one needs to do that. You opt 100%. Out.
Yeah, and you're allowed to opt out, but generally don't. Like, let your kid live and experience things, and don't set up this system where you try to ruin the day of every teacher who gets involved in things, and try to set up a situation where they'll misplace one or they'll think they have one and they don't. Now you can sue them. It's just such a mess. And I'm not saying that it's not worse in some places. In West Virginia, they're moving forward on a bill that would allow librarians and teachers to be held criminally liable if minors obtain books with obscene material, like anything having to do with nudity, sex, bodily functions. They want to potentially lock up librarians. Can we acknowledge that we've gone maybe a little bit too far with this cancel culture that the right has been waging across America over the last few years?
Well, they gotta hold people accountable though, okay? I think that's what they're trying to do. Do they also, you said that was West Virginia, do they also hold the gun manufacturers accountable there?
No, they're immune.
They have to be held accountable.
They're immune from accountability.
Oh, okay, it's just librarians and teachers.
Well, those are just guns. It's not something dangerous like a book.